You're staring at a profile of someone who's been diagnosed with cancer, and you want to know how they truly love. The surface-level answer is easy, caring, nurturing, selfless. But what if I told you that most people with cancer have an unrelenting need for control in their relationships? They may appear gentle, but beneath the facade lies a desperate desire to dictate the terms of their attachment. Their love is not about surrender, it's about dominance. They crave reassurance through constant touch and attention, as if the act of holding hands or giving hugs is a lifeline that keeps them anchored to reality. But what happens when they're forced to let go? When the boundaries are pushed, and they can't control the narrative, that's when their mask slips, revealing a primal, raw emotion: fear. You see, cancer patients often struggle with intimacy because it triggers an existential anxiety, the awareness that their time is running out. This panic amplifies their attachment issues, causing them to cling to people and experiences like a lifeline. But what happens when they realize that love isn't about holding on, but letting go? When they understand that true connection requires surrendering control, that's when we may finally see the authentic, unguarded expression of their love, not through the lens of disease, but through the vulnerability of the human heart. As we dive deeper into understanding how cancer patients truly love, it's essential to acknowledge the societal misconception that surrounds this topic. You might have seen stories or testimonials from cancer patients who claim to be so grateful for their second chance, or so in love with life after being diagnosed. But what if I told you that these statements are often a coping mechanism, a way to mask the harsh realities of their experience? The truth is, most cancer patients don't feel grateful. They're terrified. They're consumed by fear, anxiety, and uncertainty about their mortality. Their love for life is not romanticized. It's raw and primal, driven by a desire to survive against all odds. For many, the exhausting reality of living with cancer is that every moment is a battle, every breath a fight for existence. The pain, fatigue, and emotional toll take a significant toll on their relationships, causing them to prioritize survival over social interactions. You might not see it from the outside, but trust me, these patients are exhausted, mentally and physically drained. Their love is not a sentimental gesture, it's a fierce, desperate clinging to life. The societal expectation that cancer patients should be strong or inspirational is a myth. They're just trying to make it through each day, often with the help of medication, therapy, and loved ones. So, let's not romanticize their love. Let's acknowledge its complexity, its brutal honesty, and its profound impact on those who are diagnosed. In the darkest corners of a cancer patient's mind, a spark is ignited, the fear of running out of time. You see, for those diagnosed with terminal cancer, every day becomes a countdown to nothingness. The thought of leaving behind loved ones, unfinished work, and unfulfilled dreams can be overwhelming. This crushing weight can push even the strongest among us to the breaking point. Take the case of Terry Wallace, an American man who fell into a coma for 19 years after being shot in the head. When he finally awakens, his world has changed beyond recognition. His loved ones have moved on with their lives, and he's left with the daunting task of reintegrating into society. The pain of watching those around him grow old and die while he was trapped in a coma is a heart-wrenching reality that many cancer patients can relate to. Imagine being told you only have months to live, and yet, you're still expected to maintain relationships, work, and find meaning in your life. This emotional burden can be too much for some to bear. We've seen it time and time again, the desperation, the despair that sets in when faced with a terminal diagnosis. It's a breaking point that can drive even the sanest among us to the edge. As we dive deeper into the mind of someone with Cancer, it's essential to understand that their love is often shrouded in a toxic veil. When faced with their mortality, they may employ a defense mechanism known as the scorched earth policy. This is where they attempt to destroy any relationships or connections that may be perceived as a threat to their own survival or emotional well-being. They may become intensely possessive, controlling, and even abusive, leaving loved ones feeling suffocated and helpless. You see, when someone with Cancer feels like they're running out of time, they may turn to this defense mechanism to mask their own vulnerability. It's a twisted attempt to hold on to what's left of their control, even if it means burning bridges and destroying relationships in the process. This behavior is often driven by a deep-seated fear of abandonment, or losing the people they love. Their toxic coping strategies can be just as devastating as the cancer itself. They may use manipulation, gaslighting, or emotional blackmail to get what they want from their loved ones. This can lead to a cycle of toxic behavior that's difficult to break free from. Even after the cancer has gone into remission, it's a stark reminder that love and mortality are often inextricably linked, and that true love requires us to confront our own darkness head-on. Understanding how cancer patients truly love requires a deep dive into their emotional landscape. We've explored the complexities of their relationship with death, the weight of their diagnosis, and the resilience that defines them. Now, let's talk validation. What do cancer patients crave most when it comes to human connection? They yearn for empathy, not sympathy. They want to be seen, not pitied. They need to know they're not alone in this fight. Your loved one may struggle to express their emotions, but they silently ache for reassurance that you get it, that you understand the depth of their pain and the strength of their spirit. So, I ask you, can you validate their feelings without offering a way out? Can you sit with them in the darkness and still find the light? Because when we do, we create a safe space for healing to take hold. And that's where true love resides.